Hello everyone, my name is Angie Alian Contreras. Today I will be presenting my poster and then answering a few questions you might have. Okay, Richard poster. Um, then this research analyzes how inclusive assessment practices are being applied in the area of English in primary education in Colombia public institutions in order to identify strategies, adaptation, and results that allow the assessment of the learning of all students, including those with disabilities or diverse learning pace. Richard question: how are inclusive English language assessment practice being applied in primary education in Colombian public institutions? Um, Theoretical background: inclusive education and assessment guidelines, UNESCO 2020 main principles, flexible, continuous, relevant, and accessible assessment, adaptation, visual aids, STEM, time, teach tools, simplified rubric, methodology, approach, qualitative, and descriptive techniques, participant observation, population, primary student in public institution in Colombia instruments, interview with teacher, review of area plans, classroom observation with structured guides, analysis of evaluation, instruments, rubrics, workshop, text. 9 evaluation are mostly traditional and right, limiting participation of 10 students. Teacher now deviate on standards, but rarely connect them with reasonable accommodation. Implementation of inclusive assessment varies greatly across institutions. Inclusive strategies used by some teachers, pictograms, oral assessment, rubrics, and portfolios, and project-based learning. Uh, Conclusion: inclusive English assessment remains a challenge and is still under construction. A more human, flexible understanding of assessment is required. I should promote equity, communication opportunities, and recognition of diversity. Mm, Recommendation: use inclusive rubrics, focus on effort and individual progress, design multisensory and alternative assessments, segmenting instruction. Okay, uh, how has your understanding of assessment evolved over time? Okay, at first I thought assessment was simply grading exams, but over time I come to understand the assessment is ongoing process that allows us to identify strengths, we are, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. Uh, I learned about different types of assessment, diagnostic, formative, and summative, um, and how it serves a distinctive purpose in learning. What did you learn about inclusion and competency-based education? I learned that inclusion is not just about integrating students with diverse needs, but about adapting teaching so that everyone can learn meaningfully. A competency-based education showed me that what's important is not just acquiring knowledge, but developing practical skills that can be applied in real world contexts. Uh, this transforms the teacher into a facilitator of learning. Um, Three, how do you think English assessment can be made more effective and meaningful in real-world educational contexts? Okay, I think it should focus less on traditional algorithm text and more on authentic texts such as presentation, debates, collaborative projects, and portfolios. It is also key to use clear rubrics, provide consistent feedback, and consider the students' sociocultural context. Evaluating English use in real life situation and makes learning more relevant and motivating. Uh, Four, why does is space empathies, clear communication, collaboration, visualizing, and reflecting thinking as key 20th century teaching skills. Okay, because they were demands that teacher not only master content but also communicate effectively, work collaboratively, use visual tools to facilitate learning and reflect on their practice, continuously improve. Dex skills allow them to adapt to changing environments and respond to students' needs in a more human and creative way. Thank you.